What's up guys, Levi here from the Digi
Bros.
And today I want to show you guys my deck that I played this past weekend in the Bondai official Digimon tournament. I myself was in the core TCG bracket. I was not in the top cut like my brother, but it was still a lot of fun. I did okay. I placed 28th out of the 149 people that entered in our bracket. So I was in the top third. So I feel like I did okay. I didn't make the top 16 cut. I did bubble out. My final record was, I believe, 4-2-1. So I won 4, lost 2, and tied. At one point in the tournament, going into round 4, I was 1-1-1. I had 1 loss, 1 tie, and 1 win. So the fact that I made it as far as I did and did as well as I did, even though I didn't top, I feel like I'm pretty proud of it, and I had a lot of fun. I played some fun people, and I played a fun deck. So, all right, guys, getting right into the deck I played this weekend, I decided to pilot good old green. This is, as you guys probably know, my favorite color. I think it's a lot of fun. Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to play a deck called Sylvans, and it was similar. You know, there was plants, there was trees, there was all kind of bugs and stuff. And this just kind of reminds me of the deck. It's really fast, it's really fun, and Puppetmon is incredible. But getting right into it, we played the big boy himself, our Lord and Savior, Puppetmon. Every game and every match I won was because of this guy. There was one guy I played that I definitely should have lost to, but I Puppetmoned him 3 turns in a row, and it was completely disgusting, and he should have won. This dude was outplaying me left and right, but the fact that I had Puppetmon meant that it didn't matter, because it turns out if you can't attack with your Digimon don't really do anything. So Puppetmon, amazing card. When you play them from your hand, rest their Digimon the next turn. None of their ones can be unrested. And fun fact, you don't have to rest one in order for them not to be unrested. So pretty good. And you can also evolve up into him in green because he's only 3 to evolve, and when you attack, you gain a memory. And that's actually a really relevant effect. Moving on down, our other level 6s, double Hercules Kabuterimon. He's actually a pretty solid card. The only thing that sucks about him is he has 10,000 attack, which is not strong enough really to get over much anything level 6 wise, unless he has some of the attack boosters up under him, which I'll get to later. He does have a second effect aside from the piercing, which says you can pay 3 memory twice per turn and make him active, and I actually used that effect a couple times during the tournament, so pretty interesting. And for the last level 6, I run double Volcandramon. I expected there to be more Rookie Rush than there was, so I ran this. In the future, probably would try a different card instead of this, but you know, it was what it was. It was all right. Our level 5 lineup is a little strange. I didn't have all the cards I needed, so I'll just show you what I played and then explain. The one lone Rosemon, or Lilymon. But yeah, I played 3 Jagamon, 2 Akumon, 2 Cherrymon, and 1 Lilymon. The Lilymon should have been a 4th Jagamon, but it just, I didn't have one, so I threw the Lilymon in there. But after the tournament, Jagamon actually, though he was pretty good and he got in there and his effect was relevant sometimes, I think moving into the future, I would probably replace him with 4 Lilymon and then try to find a way to throw Titamon in here. Maybe get rid of these 4 for 4 Titamon and then run Lilymon and just try to run it that way, because him being 3 to evolve really makes him kind of a burden, where the rest of these are 2 to evolve, so I would almost go into these most of the time instead of going into him. But his effect is pretty relevant, and it does, you know, when you're able to get it off and attack over their Digimon and randomly go into a Hercules Kabuterimon and get off the piercing, it's pretty good. It can be really good. And the other MVP of the day was Mr. Togemon, Mr. Punchy Cactus.
Mrs.
Mrs.?
It's a female.
I did not mean to misgender you, Togemon, even though I am confused about how I feel about you now. I thought you were a man, but now it turns out you were a woman. All right.
In the Lilymon Rosemon.
All right, but Togemon here can add any one of these cards here, especially, but not limited to, Mr. Puppetmon, which I did tons of times. There's nothing better than your opponent thinking they got you, so they'll swing with all their Digimon and leave you with like 1 security, and then you drop a Togemon, add a Puppetmon, and you just watch them cry as you drop it on them, and then it turns out you actually already had 2 more in your hand, so you're Puppetmoning them over and over. And he is just a searcher for Puppetmon and a searcher for any card you need. So if you're playing against anything, if you need Volcandramon or anything, you know, he's just good and he can go grab that for you. And yeah, pretty good card. I've seen a lot of green bills that don't run him. I think it's a mistake. I think he's really good, especially if you're playing Puppetmon in your deck, which you should be, even if you're not playing green, 4 Puppetmon every day. All right, moving on down. Other level 4s, pretty standard. 1 to evolve level 4s, 4 blockers. You know, you run these in every deck, so no need to really talk about them. Level 3s I did run a lot of. I ran 4 Puppetmon. I know a lot of people that give this card crap, but the way I looked at it is I wanted to get the Puppetmon as quick as possible. And the way to get the Puppetmon is to get to Togemon. And the way to get to Togemon is to get Palmon. So Palmon gets you Togemon, Togemon gets you Puppetmon. So that was my logic behind it. Believe it or not, I didn't get his effect off very much, but when I did, it was good. I grabbed Togemon, grabbed Woodmon a few times. Alright, Agumon, plus 1,000. Really good. We got our vanillas. 4 Goblimon and 2 Mushroomon. I hate Mushroomon. The fact that he's 1 to evolve is terrible. I only ran 2 of them, but oftentimes he was my only level 3 in my hand, turn 1. So if I went to evolve over my Digitama with him, my turn would be over. So I would have much rather him be 2 more Tanamon. Tentamon, my bad. Yeah, because he's free to evolve and he has a ESS, so, or an inheritable effect. So I would have much rather him been him, but we, again, worked with the cards that we had, and we didn't quite have more Tenamon. Moving on, that's all of our Digimon. That's 44 Digimon. I think that's, for the most part, the appropriate amount you want to run in most decks and have about 6 extra slots to run your tamers and your options. I decided to run 2 Mimi. Mimi's incredible. The games that you're able to use Mimi and fly through your Digitamas and all that and be able to do all that are incredible, and the games that I was able to get that off, I didn't lose, so I actually would consider running an extra one of this just to make sure you see it, because the games where I didn't see it, I was actually hurting for memory, and I was hurting to progress through the game as fast as I would have liked to, so it is what it is. Then, something that I do regret, oh lord, 3 flower cannons, should have been 4. I was wrong about this number. I was just tight for space, but I'd like to find a way to put a 4th one in and also put a 2nd Terra Cluster. Terra Cluster is actually really great because this is actually green's only form of removal. And having these 2 in tandem can be really good. And having this after you Puppetmon them can be really good. So, I mean, it's all just really good. I would have liked to find a way to run more cards. But at the same time, I'm tight for space, so I don't know what I'd cut. Definitely the Volcandramons and add in the Titamons and all that. And then last but certainly not least, actually, yeah, let's see. We got our 4 Tanamons and our 1 Freemon. Tanamon's the best one. Sometimes you get Freemon's effect, but you know, he's just there for another one. And with this deck, especially with Mimi, you're flying through these guys. Like almost every game that I had Mimi, I went through all 5 of them. So you definitely got to run 5 with this type of deck. But yeah, overall, I'd say I definitely had a pretty good time in this tournament. I came out 28th place, which isn't that good, but it's not that bad either. So the fact that if I would have won my last round, I would have got top 16 kind of makes me feel like I didn't do that bad. So luckily, the guy I played last round was a super cool guy. I believe his name was Ali, but yeah, he was a super awesome guy. So I mean, I was honored to be able to lose to a guy as cool as him. So if anybody was going to beat me, I'm glad it was him. But you know, it is what it is. You can't win every tournament. You can't top everything. And it was just fun to be a part of it and get to meet more people. Almost, I'd say it was probably like 4 out of the 7 rounds. People recognized me and recognized the channel, so it was cool to see you guys over at the tournament. I'm glad our content was able to help you a little bit, one way or another, where you enjoyed our skits or liked our tutorials and stuff like that, or just like our gameplay. Alright guys, and in the future we are looking to host our own tournaments over on our Discord, so we're going to have a link to that down in the description. Be sure to come over and hang out with us. We're on there in the voice chat almost every night, so if you guys want to get in and play some, we can play on tabletop with you, we can play a webcam with you, however you want to do it. We can hop in some games with you, or if you just want to chat about Digimon or really anything, just come hang out with us guys. We got the link down below. And yeah guys, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. We are the Digi Bros. I'll catch you next time.